It's Adnan Sami on Sunrise with Mahia. It is. And of course, we have him live right now on Sunrise Radio. Adnan Sami, welcome to Sunrise via the internet. How are you?
Hi, how are you doing? Very good. How are you doing?
Very, very well, thank you. Adnan, tell me, how was Father's Day? I was looking at your Twitter and you posted a very lovely picture of your Father's Day brunch. How was it?
Oh, it was absolutely fabulous. I mean, you know, I was suddenly, told that listen, we're not going to have lunch at home, and I'm like, okay, well, what's up? And they said that we want to go to, out for brunch, and then of course I was showered with this fabulous best dad ever. Um,
Oh, that's so cute. That is lovely. That is lovely. Now,
yeah.
Adnan, tell me, how are you? You are, of course, getting ready and set for your UK tour after how many years?
It's incredible. First of all, I'm very excited. And I just, I sometimes just can't understand how quickly time flies by. It seems like yesterday, just that I was in the UK and we had some amazing shows there,
Yeah.
and now suddenly you sort of was that 6 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
been a
phew,
while.
I mean,
Exactly.
I find it. Of course, there were 2 years which I've just decided to just put aside as they don't count because of the pandemic. But the thing is that my God, that's a long time,
Yeah,
and
that
I just
is.
didn't. I find it very difficult to believe that it's been such a long gap. But I'm just hugely excited.
No, so are we.
Uh,
We are too. I'm just going to inform our listeners once again. You've got Leeds on Friday, the 11th of August. You've got London on Saturday, 12th of August, and Birmingham Sunday, 13th of August. So that is going to be quite the weekend for your UK fans. Adnan, tell us a little bit about how you're going to be making it different from what we've seen from you previously.
Well, this time I have completely done. I'm stripping down the show, in the sense that it's a completely different show. Of it's a. I'm very excited because I'm bringing in. We're doing a complete sort of audio visual kind of a thing, and we're breaking it down into a complete theatrical experience. Um, um it's a much larger sound, and it's all integrated with graphics and so from that, on a technical note, it's a completely different show. It's exciting for me because I'm getting into a very different zone as far as the musicality and the performance is concerned. It's nothing like I've ever done before.
Mm.
So from that point of view, it's a big challenge, but it's very exciting because I'm revisiting a lot of my older songs, and in fact, sometimes what happens is that you sort of you start doing a different version of those songs,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and then suddenly you say, hey, wait a second, you know what? Let's just strip it down and let's just go back,
Yeah,
and
you know
uh,
what? That is a good idea. I quite like that because I think your songs are, sorry to cut you off, but I just want to tell
no,
you
no,
how much we appreciate your songs, and they have stuck around up until today.
wow,
They
thank
really
God.
have. They really. I was
Yeah,
just playing Mahia, your one of
yeah,
your songs. It's beautiful. I mean, your songs are such gems. And I feel like in today's day and age with the music industry, and I don't know if you agree with me or not, but it's difficult to be making these kind of songs nowadays. I feel. What's your
yeah.
take on that?
Yeah, I agree with you because I think what has happened is that I've been saying this a little before as well. I mean, I feel that everybody's wanting to get into a safe zone. you know. And it's not just in our part of the world, or I mean, it's happening universally in the sense that everybody, whether it's the film industry, whether it's Hollywood, or whether it is the Hindi film industry or whatever, everybody, they're wanting to go in for these very safe kind of things, that because it's just they're just getting more into, let's just make money. And let's not experiment. Let's just do something which is absolutely a sure shot hit. Which is why everybody's getting, which is why the whole Marvel thing also happened, because it was like, it's safe. I mean, the comics are already a hit. It's already established. All you have to do, and of course, if it's a hit, then you do a sequel, and then you do another sequel, and then you say, "Oh my God, I've done all the sequels. Now let's do a prequel." Okay, now we've done the prequel as well, so let's just do a backstory. So it's so I think what I'll do is I'll do a sequel to Maya, and then when I'm done with that, I'll do a prequel. So what is happening is that whereas in the past they were more open to experimentation, and they don't understand that it's not all about making money. It's also about legacy. It's also about contribution. It's also about creating something to contribute to the evolution.
Yeah.
So it's not always about the numbers, I mean, it's also about what you've contributed in the process, and so if you've contributed something positive and you got the numbers, that's great.
Yeah, that is
but
great.
if you're getting numbers, and then after that, the moment the flavor of the week is over, and then suddenly it goes into the recycle bin, then you've really not achieved anything in the long run.
No, absolutely. I completely
so
agree.
So you just opened a can of worms. If you didn't realize.
You know what? This is, I have to say, an ongoing discussion on my show. We discuss this all the time about the kind of music that we're getting, because obviously it's important to have that listener understanding as well as to what
Yes.
what the listeners want, what they like. And
Yeah.
anytime we kind of feel that a song is here to stay, it's like we kind of hold on to it, because we don't get that many songs like that nowadays.
Right.
But in terms of new music from you, how is that standing at the moment?
Well, it's really interesting because I've been holding back a little bit. I released something a little while ago, and we had great fun with it, and people really received it well. But right now, what I'm doing is I'm in the process of setting up my own studio.
Nice.
And I've been sort of holding on to a lot of new work that I want to start doing. And again, you see, the whole thing comes back to your question, which is where you want to do things on your own terms, and not if I mean, of course, we do realize that it's a business, so you need to make money. From that perspective, But the point is that the idea is also to try and see if you are able to create something, a kind of some kind of a contribution, something worthwhile with some kind of substance, and hope that while you're doing something good, you're also making money. That you can only do if you have the complete control of what you're doing, and without interference. And that is something which I just felt that I would like to do with my own setup, and so I'm very excited about that. So I am going to be doing a lot of stuff in the forthcoming future.
Well, we can't wait. I really look forward to it. We look forward to having you here as well for an entire weekend of you
I'm
performing
looking
here
forward
in
to that.
August. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you so much, Adnan. And I'm pretty sure we'll hopefully like to have you in the studio when you're here as well. So please do schedule your London UK tour so that you can have some time to come into the studio and have a little
Sure.
live jam session with some of your fans as well. I think that'd be really nice.
I'd love to do that. I'd love to do that. In the meantime, you take care. It's lovely to see you again. It's been a long
Same,
time,
same
and
here.
I'm really looking forward to. For me, the audience in England is absolutely one of the finest audiences that I
Oh,
love playing. For me, it's a homecoming.
yes, yeah,
It's because I grew up here,
yeah.
and so I, I, I feel genuinely that this is for me, one of the most special audiences that I love to perform in front of. And this time more so because it's like a completely new show.
Mm,
So I'm
mm.
very, very excited about that. So
It sounds absolutely
have fun.
epic. Epic. London loves you. UK loves you as well. You're special to us, Adnan. Thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
taking the time out, and we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Take
All the
care.
best.
Bye bye. See
Bye
you.
bye. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Bye.